Is my screen visible now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So every time, so whenever whenever we try to create a report, let's say this is my table visual. Okay, this is my table visual. So what I'm going to do is I'm trying to find out country wise sales. Okay, or I am going to find out sales manager wise sales manager wise total sales. Either I can put total sales, sum of sales here, or I can create a quick new measure where I'll say total sales equals to sum of sales, sum of sales. All right. Okay, so I can also use this measure here. This is also giving me sum of sales. Okay, let me change the style presets. Style presets is flashy rows, and I'll increase the, I'll just put grid on, then I'll do values, I'll increase the values. Okay, so bold. Okay, title also if you want you can change. So now every time, so whenever I want to create a sales manager wise total sales, so this is how I'm going to create. Okay, either I can create a new measure. Okay, then I'll drag this to, I'll create a table visual. I'll drag sales manager to this here, and total sales to here. Now the problem is, see, so I'll give you a quick example. Suppose you tell me one thing. Suppose there is okay. So you have to answer me. Where is it? So there is the river. Okay. So there is a river, and we have a small lake or pond, I can say, or small lake. Okay. So this has got fish. Okay. It has got fishes. Okay, this also has got fishes. So you tell me, to catch the fish, it is easy for you to catch the fish in a river, or it is easy for you to catch the fish in a lake or a pond? Pond, right? Suppose you lost your cell phone here in a river, or you lost in a cell phone here in the pond. Which one is easy to find, pond or river? It will be pond or lake, right? Because it will take you can also find it here. You can also find your mobile phone in a river, but you will take months of time to find it. But here you will take only 1 or 2 days. Within that 2 days you can complete this. You can complete your search and find your mobile, or if you want to catch the fish, you can catch it. But if you want to completely catch the entire fishes in the river, then it will take months of times or years of time to catch the entire whole fish. Okay, so that is the difference. If you have a large data set, if you are summarizing something from the large data set, it is becoming, it will take a lot of time. People say when you have millions of data or billions of data, it might take 2 to 3 hours to create a report. But if you have a very less data set, a very small data set, probably the report will be done in a few minutes. Okay, because it has to, suppose there is a data set, and I am going to create a report like this. See, I am going to create a report like this. Then it is going to see, basically it will go to this table, and it will search all the transactions that have been done by each sales manager. Then it will summarize the sales, okay, which will take immense amount of time. But when you have a small data set, definitely, here we have 300 400 data sets, that's fine. But think about data sets which has billions of rows or millions of rows. So it will be taking a lot of time to create this summarized report. Okay, so there is a way we can create. Okay, so instead of going to this table and creating this report, what you can do is you can use a summarize function. There is a function called summarize dax function. Okay, so how to create that? So let's say I am creating a new measure. Oh, sorry, not new measure, guys. I am going to create a summarized this. I am going to create a table. So far we have seen how to create a calculated column, how to create a measure, but now we will see how to create a table. So how to create a table? Just because the output जो मिलेगा, the output which we are going to get, that is in a table. Okay, output we are going to get in a table. Okay, it is not a single value, or it is not a measure, it is not a calculated column. We are going to create a table from this particular main table. Okay, from this table we are going to create a small table. So what we can do is write, suppose exactly the same table which I want to create. So what I'll do is, okay, you go to new table, or you can get it new, no, here you will not be able to get it. Okay, so click on new table. Okay, new table, the table name is country sales. The table name is country sales. You write a function called summarize. Okay, you write a function summarize. Okay, so why it is coming? To few arguments were passed. Summarize function, the minimum argument, yes. Not able to see what is the problem. Sales pivot tip table, sales pivot 2 is a table. See, summarize function first takes which table, what is your main reference table, from which table you want to get the data. Okay, give a comma. Okay, group by column name, because if you look at here, it is a kind of group by, yes or no? You are grouping by the sales manager, and you are summarizing the total sales, yes or no? It is some, see, if you write a SQL query, it is like, if I'm writing a SQL query, so it is like select, okay, select, then group by is your sales manager, comma, sum of sales from table name group by sales manager. Okay, so this is what you are going to write. All right, so now the same thing we will write in this country sales table. So now the first thing we have written. So second thing is, based on which column you want to group. You want to group on the basis of sales manager 2, comma. Okay, comma means 3 dot means what? You can also use multiple columns to group. So see, you guys have already seen in group by we can use multiple columns or not to group the data. We can group the data based on country, we can group the data based on country state, we can group the data based on country state city. Okay, so you can also use multiple, okay, you can also use multiple columns, okay, multiple columns to group the data. Suppose if you don't want, then don't give. Then the next one is name. Okay, name. What is the name? Suppose I want to give the name as, let's say, sales total sales by MGR, total sales by manager. Then give a comma. Okay, first one is you have to give the table, from which table you want to get the data. Okay, sales pivot, and which column you want to group, then what is the column you want to keep. Okay, total sales by manager. Then the last one is expression. Expression means I can use total sale. Okay, total sales I can use. See, if you just give a square bracket, you will get all the measures which you have created. Okay, now this is a measure. Okay, close the bracket, enter. Okay, so now if you see here, country, guys, go here. I'll show you. Can you see Arpita 961178, Ashish 923375? Can you see this table? This is which we have, the table which we have created. Okay, so now for example, if I want to create one more visual, okay, if I want to create one more visual, what I'll do is I'll go to country sales. Okay, so go to home, format painter, apply it over here. Format painter, apply it over here. Are you getting the same output or you are getting a different output, guys? But you understood what is the difference here. In this visual, I am not going to the main table. I am not going to the main table to fetch the data. I am not going to this huge, I am not going to a river to catch the fish. I am only going to a pond where I have less data set, less data. There I am trying to get the data. Are you guys clear? I am going to a lake to catch the fish rather going to a river. River means the data set is very, I mean the number of data. See, if you see the number of data, it has, 2137 rows. Finding something from 2137 rows and finding something from the like 7 to 8 rows, it is much easier and it is much faster. So clear, everyone? Okay, perfect. So now you tell me, okay, I want to create, let's say, I want to create a visual like this. I'll go to another page. I want to create country, okay, product, country, product and their total sales. Okay, I want to create a table like this by using Summerize. Can you guys tell me how to write a function? Now since you have understood, okay,
product wise sales. Then for summarize.
Just a minute, let me change the style and all. Flashy rows. Okay, then values I'm increasing. Okay, then grid on. Okay, so now, and I'll make it bold. Border, all border I'm using. Okay, then what I'll do is I'll make it bold. Okay, okay, now you tell me what to do now if I want to create the same table. Yes, just a minute. What should I write? New table, right? New table. Okay, so country wise, so if you see here, country wise, product wise sales. Okay, country, product, sales. So what I'll do here is new table. Okay, I'll just give a name, country, product and sales. Correct? Country, product and sales. So tell me, what should I write? Summarize. What should I write first?
Sales.
This is my table. Okay.
Then sales table.
What?
Sales table country wise.
Country, right? Country, then
Product.
what should I write? Product, right? Because I want to group my data based on these two columns. If you look at the output, I want to group my data based on country and then product. Then I want to summarize the sales field, right? Yes or no? I want to group my data based on country and product, and I want to come up with this summarized column, which is you are doing a total sum of this. Correct? So what I can do is, see, already I have mentioned these two. See, first one is country, then second one is product. Okay, then next I should give a column name, which is total sales. I'll just simply give total sales. Total sales. Here I will simply write the measure. This is a measure I'll write. Okay, so clear?
Sir, if you total sales mention two times, so which has total sales, total sales by management,
What? This is just a column name. This total sales is a column name which we want to give. Okay, this is the summarized one. So you are, see, if I'll explain you how you have grouped it. See, I'm using, see, you write, I'll explain you exactly. I'll map you what. I'll write the SQL query and we'll try to explain. Select, okay, country, product, sum of sales, okay, from, let's say, sales pivot. It's a table name. Okay, group by what? Group by country, comma, product. Okay, Now sometimes we give alias name. This is my total sales. Okay, so I'll map country, product, okay, alias, this is the alias, and this is this sum of sales. This is, we have created a measure. I'm using a measure. If you don't want to use a measure, you can write, you can mention sum of total sales, sum of sales. Since I have already created a measure, then I'm using the measure. Now this is, so clear. This is how the mapping is done. You remember, you all remember group by, group by, right?
Total sales is one type of alias name, right?
Total sales is just, this total sales is just a column name. Okay, total sales we are writing here. These two columns are used to group. So we are grouping on the basis of two columns, and this is nothing but your column name, which is alias in group by. Okay, alias here, it is just a column name. Whatever column name we will give, if you look at the data, see total sales. I'll say total sales underscore by, okay, by country and product. Enter. Can you see? Just the column name got changed. Clear? Or any doubts?
Yes.
Okay. So clear. So now when you create a visual, let me create one more visual. Okay, let me create one more visual. So this time what I'll do is I'll drag everything from the small summarize table. Summarize table is first product, first country, okay, then product, then sales. Okay, are you getting the same output here? I'll use format printer and apply. Getting the Canada 1 plus 233,499. Okay, 93413 516792 151842 234467 211610. Okay, same to same output you are getting. Yes or no? So all clear, guys? Everyone clear? Surya, Purvesh?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so same group I see. So SQL, all the SQL concepts are used in Power BI. Most of the SQL concepts you can see is being used in Power BI. If you are clear in SQL group by, this is just a piece of cake. Nothing. It is a soft vanilla ice cream for you. If you don't know the group by concept, now for you it is going to be very difficult to understand. It is pretty, if you see, it is pretty simple. See what is happening over here is you have data. So basically you are grouping it, right? You are grouping it. If you have a sales data, if you have a sales data, okay, so you have gifts, okay, you have gifts, then you have, let's say, what else, sweets, cakes, and everything you are selling. But when I'm saying summarized on the basis of gifts, total gifts amount what you have sold, let's say 2500 you are writing. Sweets, let's say 4500 rupees you have total sold. What is cakes? Okay, 7500. Now this is the first example which I have given, because it is the data set is very huge. But when I'm saying group it on the basis of gift, okay, birthday gift, then let's say 1000 rupees, okay, gift, anniversary gift, let's say, okay, let's say 1500 or 1000, gifts, friendship gifts, okay, 500. Then you are saying sweet, Okay, it is, let's say, Kaju Katli, it is 2000. Sweet Laddu, it is 1000. Sweet Rasgulla, it is 1500. Okay, you are grouping now, you are grouping on gift category and gift type. Then this is the total sales by gift category or something. Okay, are you clear? If you are clear on this, then you can easily relate. Everyone is clear? Okay, so this is how summarized. Okay, this is how you are going to create the summarized column. Okay, you can, sorry, summarized table. You can create a table from your main table with the required amount of data, not everything. I am just getting the summarized data, not each and everything. So clear? Okay, so now we will learn another function, which is add columns. We'll learn another function, which is add columns. Okay, so this is my original data. It's a sales pivot 2. I want to create one add column. Okay, new table. Profit equals to, I'm writing cost equals to add columns. What is happening? So my table is sales pivot 2. This is my table, and name is, let's say, I want to create total cost. Total costs equals to, so how to find this add column, I mean the new column, you are adding a column. So I'll do one thing, my sales, total sales, where is my sales minus profit, close the bracket, enter. Guys, are you getting this? Okay, so can anybody tell me what has happened over here? Can you guys explain me? What happened here? What happened basically? A new table is created. Yes or no? A new table is created. Okay, but can you see the new table is created? When you use add columns, is it is the column added in the original table? This is my original table, right? This is my original table. I'll just give a name, sales master. This is my main table. Can you guys tell me if the column is added over here when I used add column? Is it added? Cost is added over here. Is it added? Yes or no? Cost added. Can you see cost added here?
No, sir.
Okay, cost is not added here. So whenever I've used add column function, what happened is it has created copy of this table, plus it has added an additional column, which is a cost column. So how cost column is derived? How cost column is derived? It has been derived. Sales minus profit is your cost. If you go here, now all the data has come here, like all the columns, plus this new column has been added, and you can see 4352 minus your profit. This is your manufacturing cost for each product. So add column, what it will do is it will create a copy of the copy of the original table plus the added column. It will add the additional column which you have mentioned over here. Clear? Suppose I want to give a discount. Okay, I want to give a discount. So simultaneously I want to create two columns, total cost, okay, then discount. So let's create a new table. I want to create total cost, total cost with discount, total cost with discount. So I'll write add column, okay, add column, then it is my sales master, okay. So name, first column is total cost equals to, what is the expression? So this is see, name one means column name, that has to be enclosed in double quotes. This is my total cost. What is the expression? So expression is sales master of sales minus sales master of profit. Okay, so now, so total cost column value will be derived. Okay, it will be derived from the sales master table, sales master minus sales master of sales minus sales master of profit. This is my first column. Second column, I'll say discount. Okay, discount, it's a column name. Okay, you will see discount column will be created. Okay, it will be added. Discount, I want to give sales master of sales. Suppose I want to run a new year discount, which is 0.025. Okay, so close this. Can you see? Now it has created one more table. Add columns will always create one more table. Okay, so it doesn't have to do anything. It will not do any modification, or it will not add any columns to the master table. So this is my original master table. No, you cannot. You can see no columns have been added over here. I mean, whenever we try to add only one column, it has created the cost table by using add column function. Whenever we are try to add two more columns, it has created sales total cost with discount, which is total cost is calculated. See, now the columns which you have enclosed in double quotes, this is a column, this is a column. So we have total cost column, we have discount column. So how total cost column is created? You have deducted profit, sales minus profit. You have deducted profit from sales, so you got the total cost. This is your manufacturing cost, because you got this profit. This is the amount which you have sold, then you got the total cost. And the next one is discount. I want to give, this is a Diwali or this is Dussehra time, so I want to give 2.5% discount. So I have created one more column, which is discount sales into 0.25. So clear? Add column, summarized column, the difference you understood? What is happening? Add just is creating a copy of the table plus the added columns. So clear everyone, or you guys have any doubts? Okay. Why are you not replying? Is it very difficult to understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, difficult to understand.
yes, sir.
add column
Okay, okay. Who can explain? So Divya, can you please explain add column? Can you please explain it to Premanand? So Surya, you understood?
Uh, so add column means it is originally table କିଛି impact ପକେଇବନି ବାସ୍ add column means ସେ ଗୋଟେ table କୁ copy କରି
You
change
don't, you
column
don't, you don't have to explain. You explain it to Premanand, whatever you have understood. Okay. So I have repeatedly saying that it will not create any impact on the main table. So whatever it will, so whichever column it will add in another table, which is a copy of your see. First कौन अब सेल्स मास्टर टेबल रू आमे कौन करूचे add column create करूचे right, add column, then we are specifying this table from which table you want to create your new table. So this is a main table. So reference table होची sales master रू ही करिवो. So total cost केमती calculate हैला, total cost हैला sales minus profit, एटा हैला total cost माने केते manufacturing cost. Then okay discount, so discount केमती derive हैला माने मु 2.5% दबा को चाहूची सो कहा ऊपर ना sales रे 2.5%. सी simply कौन कला, it has created a new table. sales master table रे किछि नाही, सेल्स मास्टर टेबल जहाँ थिला से अछि एटा ओरिजिनल. क्लाइंट कहूचे जे मो डेटा संगे तुम किसी छेड़छाड़ करनी, मो डेटा रे हाथ लगानी, तुम तुम जहाँ कर अलग टेबल रे कर. ओके जदि एठी किसी मेसअप हो गला, किसी गड़बड़ हो गला, एगेन मते डेटा इंपोर्ट करियार अछि, पुणी एक्सेल रो डेटाबेस डेटा पुणी करिले कि इंपोर्ट करियार अछि. मु चाहूची मोर ओरिजिनल ता थाउ, ठीक अछि मो ओरिजिनल डेटा थाउ, तापरे मु मोर जहाँ कॉपी टेबल रे जहाँ करबी. सो बेसिकली जेते बेला हम लिखुचे फंक्शन, इट इज यूजिंग ऐड कॉलम, ये आउ गोटे सेम टेबल रो गोटे कॉपी क्रिएट करूची, ता परे दुटा कॉलम ऐड करूची. आ ये कॉलम केमती ऐड करूची, कैलकुलेशन तुम सामने रे अछि. एटा गोटे कॉलम नेम, एटा गोटे कॉलम नेम, टोटल कॉस्ट डिस्काउंट गोटे कॉलम नेम, आ टोटल कॉस्ट एमती डिराइव होइछि, डिस्काउंट एमती डिराइव होइछि. फॉर्मूला होछि सिंपल. प्रेमानंद क्लियर?
yes sir.
ओके. सूर्या क्लियर? अन्नपूर्णा क्लियर? Okay. All right. So this is called add columns. Okay, add columns. So select summarized column, add column. Divya, you'll have to find the single line definition for all these functions and you'll have to share it in the group. Okay, you find a very easiest definition which people can easily, students can easily remember, and you share it in the group. Okay. Okay, so all right. So you try to understand the concepts, because remembering the definition is not a very tough task. If you are clear with the concept, you can give an example to the interview panel. Okay, you can give an example. This is how I'm going to create a add column. I'm going to if I'm using add column, it will create copy of the master table or the main table plus the added columns, whichever you have. जो column गुड़ा मैं mention करते, same column would be added in the new table. Okay, the table which will be created. In the cost table रे खाली cost को find out करते, okay cost ही आसिला. ए table रे cost को cost भी आसिला, plus sales रे कौन हमें discount दवा को चाहूँचे सेटा भी आसिला. Okay, got it? Okay, now there is another function. Okay, there is another function. New table, there is another function. I'll say limited columns. Okay, तमें मार्क करथिबो सी डेटा रे तमे देखिबो डेटा रे सेल्स मास्टर बहुत किछि डेटा अछि, बट तमर whenever you are trying to visualize, I mean whenever you are trying to create a report, so suppose you realize that there are many columns, but I don't want all the columns. The requirement which I have, so suppose I got some 5 requirements to create 5 charts or dashboards or whatever. In that requirement, you realize that you are not going to use segment and date. Okay, so you realize, I'll tell you one thing. I'll try to import Excel workbook, sample superstore. Okay, let's say global superstore. Where is my superstore? Superstore. It's imported or not? No, not yet. Okay. Load. Acha, it's already order. Okay, sorry. I think it has been already. Okay, so let's say order. See, there are many things. Okay, if you see, there are many columns. But I am telling you one thing. Suppose, so you are going to work with. Okay, suppose you are going to work with, let's say, order date. For example, order date, order ID, order date, and state and sales. Order ID, order date, state and sales. You don't see, I mean, the requirement client has given you, you don't want all the columns, because the visualization that you are going to create, okay, from, if you have only order ID, order date, okay, then state and sales. Only 4 columns you need for your requirement to create visual. I mean, this product name, subcategory, category, product ID, all this region, all this you do not require. Okay, so then what I can do is, instead of always referring to this particular table which has a huge, okay, it has 51,290 rows, and you can see more than 15 to 20 columns. Okay, so client is saying, and client is saying whatever visualization client has given or requirement client has given, with ID, with order ID, okay, order ID, order date, state and sales. With these 4 columns, I can, I am able to achieve the requirement, the visual. I can basically create the visual, okay, whatever client has given. So what I'll do is, I'll write new table. Okay, new table. I'll say table with limited columns, limited. I can give any name. Okay, order limited. I'll write order limit. Okay, order limit. I'll write selected columns. Select जो column मते table रो दरकार सही column गुड़ा मु आनिबी. First होची को table, मो table होची orders. Sorry, orders. So I have imported 2 times. That is the reason you can see orders 2. Okay, comma. Okay, which column I want? I want, let's say, order ID. I'll simply, in the expression, I'll say ORDR, orders, order ID. Okay, next column which I want is, let's say, customer ID. Okay, then you can write ORDI, customer ID. Okay, then the next one I want is, I'll say state. Okay, so you will say order of state name. You can see state. Okay, then sales, comma, sales. Can you see order limit table is created with only 4 columns, which you really require to create your visual? Understood? I don't have to refer to the order tables which has 51,290 rows with more than 20 columns, because it becomes a very huge database. Okay, so it will take a lot of time whenever it has only 51,290 rows, but think of real-time scenario where you will get millions of data, and if you are going to create a visual from millions of data, it is going to take a lot of time. So here what I have done is I have limited in the orders limit order. I have limited the number of columns. I have only pulled out columns which are really required for me. So I'll tell you, you can easily understand this if I write one thing over here, that is see, to fetch the data, either you can write select star from cells, you can write select, okay, select order ID comma customer ID comma state comma cells from cells. So which one do it is first query, it is second query, which one do you think is faster, guys?
Second.
Yes, second one is faster because you are trying to fetch limited number of columns. If you just mention star, it may fetch, I mean the column, if the table has 50 columns also, it will try to fetch 50 columns data. Okay, now since you have limited yourself to only 4 columns, it will fetch only 4 columns data. So it is more, performance wise, this one is better. And again, it is completely depend on requirement. See, if you have millions of records, what will do with using star means it will fetch all. You will not be able to understand anything. Maybe if you fetch limited number of columns, then you may be able to get something. Okay, so this is faster and this is slower. That is what we have done. Order ID ये माने होचंदी column names. These are just column names. आम को column को आम आनिया को चाहूँ आम table को. आम table को ना दे order limit. In this order limit, I want to only fetch 4 columns. This 1, 2, 3, 4, and these are just names. Nimti alias is something alias. So clear? Okay. Then we will also learn, there is so we have what we have learned is what functions we have learned today. What DAX functions? So there are 3 things you can, okay, add column, then limit. What limit? We have not learned something called limit. Function name, summarized. Summarize. Then the third one is select columns. Order limit just is a name. Order limit is a name. These are the actual function names which we have covered today. And there is something called union. I think union you guys already know, but I'll give you a simple example. So that union में क्या होता है basically, when you write union, suppose I have A 1000, B 2000, C 3000 in one table. We have another table D 5000, E 10,000. Okay. If you use union, so union so data will be merged, rows will be added. Okay, so A union B normally if you write A union B, it will be A 1000, B 2000, C 3000, D 5000, E 10,000. Yes or no? I mean union रे पढ़िचे? Yes or no? Okay, so let's try to do this. Okay, I'll create a simple table, a small table here. Column name hoche cells student name student marks. Okay, so this is Divya. Okay, 89. Premanand 93. Surya 95. Okay, Sri 97. Okay, that's a table name. I'm giving section ACCA. What happened? Chalo. Section A. Okay. Okay, I'm creating. I'll go home, enter data. Okay. Student. Your voice is, I'm not able to hear your voice. It is breaking. I'm getting a lot of background noise.
Sir, union and union all means it is one of append queries. Like if we have cells 2020 and 2021 and 2022, then if we need to total cells, then it will add 2020 and 2021 and 2022 and it will create a total query.
Yes. Correct. Student name, student marks. I'm going to create one more table. Student name and student marks. Okay. So this is same student name, student marks, delete. Okay, so here I'm writing, let's say Gopal 93. Okay, Purvesh 98, Annapurna 90. Okay, so load. So I'll give SEC underscore B. Okay, load. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll create a new table. I'll say school equals to union of, okay, union of section A, comma, section B. It's pretty simple. Understood? Divya, Premanand, Surya, Sri, Annapurna, Gopal, Purvesh from section B, and these 4 students are from section A. If you want to merge the data, basically, okay, it is like append queries. In Power Query, we have learned append queries. Okay. So basically, you are adding the rows by using union. So clear, everyone, what is the use of union? So you can try on your own. Okay, you can keep duplicate data, also see how union is working. So you can try on your own. So all clear. So for all the functions, we have covered 4 DAX functions, 4 important DAX functions today. One is summarized. One is summarized column, summarized table. Sorry, we have learnt all the table functions. So by using DAX, we can create a table. Okay. Previously, we learned DAX to create measures, then calculated columns, and this time we learned table. Okay. So table ର କେମିତି ହେଲା ନା in table we have summarize function. Okay, summarize function. We have what else? Selected columns. Okay, add columns, then union. All these functions we have used, and output of all these functions are creating a table. Yes or no? By using all these functions we have just created a table. Yes or no? Output is a table. Output is not a column, output is not a single value, output summarized value, output is just a table. And whichever functions we have used so far, all the functions created one tables only. Yes or no? Okay, so all right.
So last section में parallel table का अपना
Parallel, yes, tomorrow you can try. Okay, parallel we will see. Parallel period last year, right? Parallel period previous year, something like that. We will discuss it in next session. You can give it a try. Divya, you got any idea how to use parallel function? Anyone who tried parallel period, same period last year, parallel period last year? Anyone? Premanand, you tried but it didn't work, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So Divya, what about you? Did you try? I'll tell you one thing. There are 500 plus DAX functions. So nobody will teach you 500 plus DAX functions. There are important functions because Excel re 1000 plus functions. Okay, no one. Even we are covering maximum. Even no other institute will cover this much functions. But what you have to do is, since you got a very strong fundamental, now you have to go and search and how to get the how this function works. You have to try it on your own. Okay, no, see, if I teach you 500 plus functions, I'll have to take 1 year of time to teach you Power BI, and I'll also charge for the same. I'll also ask you for 1 lakh fees. Give me 1 lakh fees if you want to learn Power BI with us for 1 year. But nobody, there is a limit, because if you don't try on your own, see, the same reason. Driving school कहबे तुमको समको सर मते पूरा expert. I want to become an expert driver when I drive on the highway. So he'll say, sir, take 1 year subscription and learn from us. 2 years you learn driving from us. So that is not going to happen, because unless until you drive, you will not be able to be an expert. Okay, you'll not drive as an expert driver. Okay, so you have to go to highway and run or drive. So same applies over here. So तुमको ना गोटे फंक्शन, गो टू यूट्यूब. तुम निजे कहीं ट्राई, जब निजे ट्राई कल है यूट्यूब रे जाओ चेक करो, चाट जीपीटी रे जाओ चेक करो व्हाट इज द सिंटैक्स. So निजु को ट्राई करियार छै. Don't worry, we will discuss this next in the next class, maybe tomorrow. We have class tomorrow, guys. This week we'll continuously have classes. Okay, let tomorrow discuss parallel period function, but you give it a try. If possible, show it to me tomorrow. Okay, you can share the screen and show it to me. Search it in Google, watch 3-4 videos, you will get the answer. Okay, if still you are unable to get your get your doubts clarified, definitely we will discuss it in tomorrow's session. But you give it a try from your side. Okay, so you both try. Divya, Premanand, you both try and let me know. Otherwise we will see, don't worry. सो निजे तुम निजे नकले तुम केबे भी देख ए जिनस निजे नकले कॉन्फिडेंस आसब ही नहीं. फंक्शन नॉर्मली इंस्टीट्यूट मान करे 20-30 फंक्शन कहबे है, 200 फंक्शन केबे कहबे. आ 200 फंक्शन हमको यूज भी पड़ोनी. टू बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट, जो साइन फंक्शन थीटा, जो आमर कॉस थीटा, साइन थीटा, जो आम ट्रिगोनोमेट्री फंक्शंस, दैट विल नेवर बी यूज्ड इन रियल टाइम. साइंटिफिक फंक्शंस मे बी नासा यूज करथुबे, इसरो यूज करथुबे चंद्रयान 3 को पठेया पे से बेला साइंटिफिक फंक्शन यूज करथुबे, जोटी अल्टीट्यूड एगुडा सब देखुथिबे हला. सो लैटिट्यूड, लॉन्गिट्यूड, अल्टीट्यूड एगुडा सब देखुथिबे से माने यूज करथुबे. बट वी एज सी 99% एप्लीकेशंस व्हिच वी विल डेवलप इज बिजनेस एप्लीकेशन, कमर्शियल एप्लीकेशन. जेति के मैं पढे छु दैट इज मोर देन सफिशिएंट, इनफ enough to crack the interview, enough to enough to work in your workplace also. That I mean, you do not need pura math function and scientific function, that is not at all required. Geometric functions किछि दरकार ही नहीं. Okay, so जो गोटे दिन नुआ फंक्शन है जोटा कवर है यू गाइज कैन गिव इट ए ट्राए. तुम निजे शिखा को चेष्टा कर. इफ सेल्फ लर्न न कले केबे होबनी. जब हैंड्स ऑन न करछ, सेल्फ लर्न न करछ, इट्स नॉट पॉसिबल. केही शिखै परिबनी. आज मु शिखाई देबी 2 दिन पर तुम भूली जाइतो. तुम हैंड्स ऑन कले ही सब जान परियो. निजे लिखिले ही प्रैक्टिस कले ही जान परियो. ओके okay, same thing, we'll discuss it tomorrow's session, and we'll learn some new functions as well. Okay, chalo, so that's it for today.